love my family, perhaps more than you can understand. Enough to let them make their own mistakes. But I will not let you drag them to ruin with your bad choices. You see this clock? It was the first thing I brought in here after my husband died, and I took over the business. It was his wedding present to me. He said the well-ordered clockwork would help me run a well-ordered household. Ugly thing. It's not here to remind me of him, and it's not here to help me run a well-ordered business. I can do that on my own. It's a memento mori. Every tick, every second past reminds me that I will die, and there are many things I want to achieve before that. What about you? Are you content in your marriage to my daughter and your failing business? What ambitions do you have unfulfilled?
You're right. There's still so much I need to do. It'll be hard without money.
I managed.
And I shall manage too. And your daughter will manage a few years of hardship. Goodbye, mother-in-law, and thank you for your advice. You may not see us for a while, but I promise that when we return, we will not ask for money. What happened?
I believe she never saw them again. He took his wife and child to Australia, where with hard work and the kind of luck that sometimes accompanies it, they prospered.
It's not the story I was expecting. I was hoping for something more...
Uplifting?
The clock's not right. I'll leave it. Maybe I'll come back another time.
Of course. You're always welcome. Goodbye. Notice how the Ebony King has been broken and fixed, and how the Moonstone Queen is chipped. Strange injuries on what was given as a wedding present. It was said this spoon could detect poison in food, but that's a story for another time.
What?
A lovely item. It belonged to a cavalry officer in the Franco-Prussian War. He wanted people to believe he was a hard-drinking, devil-may-care man, so he drank often from his flask, which was filled with water. When he was shot, his éducant tried to sterilize his wound with what he believed was alcohol. The end was inevitable. Would you like to follow me, sir?
I hope you're not surprised to see me.
I'm never surprised to see you. Disappointed every time, yes.
She keeps the company's dead history around her like an open grave. There's a chance we can get a huge contract with the Navy, but we need to upgrade all our machinery to do it. So I was thinking of you.
I'm tired of you chasing every shiny penny that someone flashes at you. I always suspected you were little more than a gambler, and this proves it.
Listen, we're risking our business too, but the potential rewards are worth it.
You're simply not very good at business, are you? I thought you might learn from my experience, but you've thrown away every scrap of advice I've given you. At first, I thought your problem was your lack of charm and savoir-faire, and then I wondered if it was your self-centeredness. But now I'm decided that the root of it is your utter lack of ability. I beseech you, for the sake of my daughter, find a profession more suited to your skills. You'd be better off enlisting in the Navy instead. This painting was the only thing of value. You can't see the value of what's in front of you.
I'll take it.
Maybe there's hope.
So he got what he wanted?
He'll learn.
I see your point.
History's often difficult.
I thought we were talking about stories.
Those too.
I'm not buying it.
Of course. A lesson that you must be careful of the image you project. Notice how the Ebony King has been broken and fixed, and how the Moonstone Queen is chipped. Strange injuries on what was given as a wedding present.
Intrigued. What about this?
It's interesting that you spotted that. It's from a collection of a prominent lady of business. I think you'll find its story useful. Would you like to follow me, sir?
How did you get in? Did my secretary let you through?
Sure. Is that a problem?
On your way out, tell him he's fired. I left instruction. A second chance? Extraordinary that my son-in-law knows me so little.
Oh, it's not a real degree. She didn't work for that. Showing off is all it is. She is so beautiful. I didn't know her then, of course. Mother-in-law, I am mortified. I am so mortified. My business partner has made the most, that is our factory. Basically, the first run of units are useless. We're going to have to rebuild the molds from scratch. All we need is the capital to finance that.
I told you not to try to manufacture your own products at first. Find a worthy partner, I said. Don't do it all yourself. Business is like family. You have to learn to trust and share and delegate.
I regret that I didn't listen to you then, which is why I'm here for your advice now.
You're not here for my advice. You're here for my money. Be honest with yourself if you won't be honest with me. The only thing that keeps your company and your family afloat is me bailing you out. This painting was the only thing of value in this company when I took it over from my husband. Romantic, isn't it? The great masted ship at full sail. He was a romantic too, and he ran the company on romantic lines, and almost sunk it while he drowned himself in booze. There's no place for nostalgia here, or romance. You can't see the value of what's in front of you. You think I am your best source for capital? You're wrong. You want more capital? Sell me your factory near the docks. Use the money for your next scheme. I'll knock down your building for our new warehouses. There's the deal. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Maybe there's hope for you yet, my boy.
So he got what he wanted?
He'll learn what he wanted. That's not the same thing.
I see your point, but it's not really a story I can tell my mother-in-law, is it? It's hardly going to persuade her to see things my way.
History's often difficult.
I thought we were talking about stories.
Those too.
I'm not buying it. It's not the right present for her.
Of course, you're the best judge of that. I wish you better luck elsewhere. It belonged to a woman, or several women, or more accurately, to their husband. He gave it to his first wife, and when she died, he gave it to his second, and then to his third, and finally to his fourth. Were they unlucky, or was he? I can answer that. His last wife strangled him with it.
Oh, it's you. Be quiet. I'm thinking.
It's like it's just...
It seems
We've had a...
all you...
But we can make it happen.
I fear that diadem was a present, but
Thank you. But
if you say another word, I may change my mind. Go now. I have work to finish.
is that it? She doesn't give...
Not all?
Not all of...
My A lesson that you must be careful of the image you project. A symbol of purity should not be a gift to more than one person. The letter cache of an Indian princess, a present from her father. She kept her lover's missives in its secret compartment, not realizing her father knew of it. I believe they died, but not together.
1, 2...
Would you like to follow me, sir?
Oh,
I bet this... Ugh. Why does she keep... It's not...
it
Real-
seems
We've had a...
all...
But we...
You see,
May I take a closer look?
be my guest as long as you're quiet.
Oh my God. Call a doctor! She's had some kind of fit!
The doctor realized she had been strangled, but the only evidence pointed at her secretary, who was hanged for her murder. The business was left to the daughter of the deceased, and she installed her husband as the new managing director.
Is that all? So he ended up running the company? What happened to him? Do you know?
He died in an accident not long after, on a business trip to Russia. I believe he was visiting the factory of a former associate of his late mother-in-law. There were rumors, but it was just tittle.